things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Sims. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive in for the pick. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense one.
This crowd going to try to make life Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Going for it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And the 41. That's a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll leave it with him.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Zings it complete to the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. It's complete to the right. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, remember, the defense allowed a rushing touchdown to this quarterback on the last drive, so a nice job making some adjustments on the sideline. They look like they've got a little bit of a better plan for him, and more people are more aware of when he's going to keep the football. That time, they don't just get a sack, but they generate a massive loss.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. first snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up the first down. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
Throws and fires complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, when the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. The run from the shotgun. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Floats it out in space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire 1st half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Aggie! He got a step and just dusted the field.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The Ball State offense has run wild today. These type days, the 3rd-string QB is licking his chops because he knows even he might get some reps. They're trailing by 17 to Ball State.
Going right to work up top.
Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's going for the big play. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Sims. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense changing the play. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quick pass on the jet motion. Running into the open space. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Aggies will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. this, ready to send the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation.
Open field on the right. Tap. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah,
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a... Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
there were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They're trying to find some room off right tackle. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Makes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this...
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He might want another play. Gonzalez to throw. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Gets rid of it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Leaves it with the back. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. Gonzalez going to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. On the run, deep down the right side. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it